Good morning, students. Welcome back to my lecture on the module 7 of your subject code CPC 505 Environmental Engineering 2. The module name is the Building Plumbing. Now, today there will be the last lecture of this module, that is the building plumbing. Now, the pipe fittings, in my earlier, that is the third lecture of this building plumbing. I have deliberated my lecture on the fittings, that is the valve. 9 types of valves we have explained. Now we are going to I am going to explain about the various pipe fittings. Now, why pipe fittings? What is the pipe fittings? Now, it is used in pipe plumbing systems to connect straight pipe or tubing section to adopt to different sizes or shapes, and for other purposes such as regulating or measuring fluid flow. So, for regulating or measuring fluid flow, that fittings, that is the valves, already we have described in last lecture. But today I will describe various types of fittings when the different size of pipes are in joint or taking place. Then when the pipe bends, pipe takes turns in their route, then what are the fittings are coming in the plumbing system, that I will today I will discuss, and that will be the last lecture of this plumbing of this module 6, module 7. So these are the pipe fittings. I can enlarge the view so that you can understand what are the pipe fittings. I'm just by enlarging, I am showing you about the idea. Now you see, this is elbow 90 degree. So as a civil engineer, you should be acquainted with these terms, because when you will go on not only on the industry, if you suppose if you call a plumber in your house, and if some work related with plumbing you are going to install in your own building, then only you have to be acquainted with this terminology. Otherwise you cannot go on buying these accessories in the shop for your own building. So you have to know what are the plumbing fittings, so you have to accordingly buy from the shop. So as a civil engineer, you have to know what are the fittings required for the plumbing work. So first I am showing you the elbow, that is the 90 degree elbow, that is the bend is 90 degree. Then it is the 45 degree elbow is this. Then it is the T connection. T connection, that means from two sides, and 3 pipes jointing in one point, that is the T connection. Now this is the service T. Everything will be explained, but this is the street elbow 90 degree. This is the street elbow 45 degree. So this is coupling, very important when two pipe joints. Coupling joints we are using, so we will be discussing in details. This is coupling joint, very frequently we are using. Now this is the plug countersunk, lock nuts. This is the hex bushing. This is the floor flange, connection with floors. This is the union. This is the pieces, short piece, extra piece. This is the drop elbow. Now again, hexagonal nipples, NIPPLE nipples. So drop piece. So again I am going to my note, my lecture. So this actually I am showing you in larger view the different types of fittings photographs. Now first I will discuss the coupling. First I will discuss the coupling. Now what is coupling? Coupling, as you saw, just a minute, I am just make it further reduce so that you can understand fine. Now coupling, basically a coupling, just a minute, further I am going to zoom here. So coupling What is coupling? Now it connects two pipes to each other. It connects two pipes to each other. So coupling, making a joint of between two pipes, making a connection between two pipes. This is the coupling. Now you can see the photographs of the coupling in my lecture. If the size of the pipe is not the same, the fittings may be called a reducing couple or the reducer or an adapter. Suppose two different diameter pipe connections are being made. So that's why the coupler, the coupling, that is the fittings portion of the joint, two pipe joint portion, it may be a reducing couple or reducer or an adapter vis-a-vis. So this is the thing. Otherwise, if it is in same dash, or it is just simply the coupler. So we can we have already told you what is coupling. Now let us acquaint with the sizes of the coupling. What is the available size? That is the 15 millimeter, 20 millimeter, like valves. In case of valve, we have also seen 50 millimeter, 20 millimeter, 25 millimeter, 32, 40, and finally 2-inch pipe. That is the 50 millimeter. That is the coupler. So it will depend on the size of the pipe, because it will join the two pipes. So coupling this is the coupling. Exactly what I am trying to say. Next, fittings. Reducer. A reducer allows for a change in pipe size to meet hydraulic flow requirements of the system and or to adapt the existing piping of different sizes. That means if a pipe is getting reduced, then I am maintaining the same cross section by using the adapter. So what is adapter? Adapt to existing pipelines of a different size. Now reducers are usually concentric, but eccentric reducers are used when reduced to maintain the same top or bottom of the pipe level. For maintaining the same top or bottom of the pipe level, we have to use the eccentric reducer. But generally, the reducers are in the concentric. Okay. So when the eccentric reducer we are used, where we will use? When required to maintain the same top or bottom pipe level. They are the eccentric reducer are being used. Now this is the size in millimeter 20 by 15. That means the reducer from 20 millimeter to 50 millimeter, the diameter has been reduced. Similarly, 25 millimeter to 50 millimeter, the diameter has been reduced. 32 to 15. So reduction size has been, so two diameters are there, because one is the larger diameter and another is the smaller diameter. So the specification of the reducer is given by the two diameter, 25 by 40. That means it reduces from the size of 25 to 15, like 32 by 15, like 40 by 25, 50 by 20, 50 by 32, 50 by 40. So this is the thing. Now what is elbow? Now installed between this elbow is installed between two lengths of pipes. Installed between two lengths of pipe or tubbing to allow a change of direction, usually 90 degree or 45 degree. There are two elbows are there. I have shown you in the first presentation of my lecture, very beginning, at a glance of the total pipe fittings, that elbow is of availability of elbow of only two sizes. One is a 90 degree elbow or is a 40 degree elbow. That means when the pipe is bent at 90 degree, then it is 90 degree. If it is 45 degree, then it is a 45 degree elbow. So when its two ends differ in size, the fitting is called the reducing elbow. So this is the thing. The size is reducing, so it will be acted as a reducer. So reducing elbow. Now, what are the types of elbows? Long radius elbows. Radius is 1.5 times the pipe diameter. Then short radius elbows. Radius is 1 times the pipe diameter. Then 90-degree elbow, where change in direction required is 90-degree. 45-degree elbow, mostly the 90-degree and 45-degree elbow that were practically used in our day-to-day usage in the plumbing work. So 40-degree elbow, where the change in direction required is 40-degree, 45-degree. Otherwise, there are two elbows are there. There is the long radius and short radius. But practically, we are day-to-day using the 90-degree elbow and the 40-degree elbow as for the changes in direction is concerned. Now, 90-degree elbow also called the quarter bend because it is shaped as a bend, so it is called the quarter bend. Attaches readily to plastic, copper, cast iron, steel, and lead. How many materials? Whatever materials, manufacturing materials of the elbow or bend is concerned. Now it is the 90-degree elbow is called the bend, 90 bend. So it is made of plastic, PVC, copper, cast iron, plastic, that is PVC, copper, cast iron, steel, and lead. So PVC, copper, cast iron, steel, and lead. Nowadays, in modern scenario, all the elbows are being used as the PVC. Available in materials like silicon, rubber, compounds, galvanized steel, etc. Now it connects noses to valves, water pressure pumps, and deck drains. Now 45-degree elbow, it is also called 45-degree bend, commonly used in water supply facilities, food industrial pipeline networks, chemical industrial pipeline networks, electronic industrial pipeline networks, air conditioning facility, HVAC system, etc., pipeline, etc. Now, what is unions? These are the very common terminology used in plumbing. Even the plumber, the mistri, the plumber, they are very much aware of this terminology because they are using these plumbing jobs. A union is similar to a coupling, except it is designed to allow quick and convenient disconnection of pipes for maintenance of fixtures replacement. So union's function is also like the coupling. It joins two pipes, but the difference between the coupling and the union shift, it disconnect the pipes also as per the requirement for the maintenance and fixture replacement. So the disconnection can be done by providing the unions even after joining the two pipes. That is the advantage of unions. Standard union pipe is made in three parts consisting of a nut, a female end, and a male end. You can say the female thread, male thread, that is also the terminology can be used. And a nut, obviously the hexagonal nut. So that is the terminology used in standard union pipe, which is made in three parts. One is the nut, hexagonal nut, female thread, and male thread. Female end and male. When a female and male ends are joined, the nuts then provide the necessary pressure to seal the joint. Since the matching ends of union are interchangeable, changing of a valve or other device can be achieved with a minimum loss of time. So it is a flexible operation. At any time it can be disconnected. This joint. In addition to standard simple unions, other types of unions exist. Dielectric unions, what are they? The unions with dielectric insulation used to separate dissimilar metals such as copper and galvanized steel to avoid the damaging effects of galvanizing corrosion. Again, I repeat, the dielectric unions are the unions with dielectric insulation used to separate dissimilar metals such as copper and galvanized steel to avoid the damaging effects of galvanized corrosion. Rotary unions that allow for rotation of one of the united parts Now let me show you the photographs. Photograph, this is the union. So you see it can be disjointed, it is a flexible. Now what are the sizes of union available? 15, 20, 25, 32, 40. Not 50, which you have seen earlier. So there are 5 available sizes: 15, 20, 25, 32, 40. So these are used for the maintenance for T. Very, very important. Now T, I've already shown you the photograph, available with all female thread sockets, all solvents weld sockets, or with opposed solvent weld sockets, and a side outlet with female threads, used to either combine or split a fluid flow. You can split the fluid flow in 3 directions, or you can combine the fluid flow. Now T-shaped, having 2 outlets at 90 degree to the connection to the main line. So 2 outlets at 90 degree to the connection to the main line, used for connecting pipe of different diameters or for changing the direction of pipeline. Extensively used in the pipeline networks to transport. Extremely used in pipeline network to transport two-phase fluid mixtures. So in case of bifurcation of flow, the T joint is used. You see the T joint. So main pipes, so 90 degree, both side it is 90 degree. So available size of the T joint are 15, 20, 25, 32, 40, 50. Now what is cross? Also called four-way fittings. Four-way fittings, cross. If a branch line passes completely through a T, the fitting becomes a cross. It has 1 inlet and 3 outlet, or vis-a-vis, so 4 points are there. 1 inlet and 3 outlets, that's why it is cross. Then often have solvent welded sockets in or female threaded ends, common in fire sprinkler system due to their extra cost. So this is the cross, 1 inlet, 3 outlet. What are the available size? 15 and 20 millimeter. So half inch and the 3/4 inch. Then I will go to the cap portion. Cap, what is cap? Cap is used like plug, except that the pipe cap screws are attached on the male thread of a pipe. They may have a solvent weld socket end or a female threaded end and the other end closed off. In plumbing system that use threads, the cap have female threads. If a solvent weld cap is used to provide for a future connection point, several inches of pipe must be left before the cap, because when the cap is cut off of the future connection, enough pipe must remain to allow a new fitting to be plugged into it. So this is the thing. This is plugging. I am showing you the closed end. One example I have shown you. What is the size? 15, 20, 25, 32, 40, and 50. Now what is bar? It is used to connect flexible hoses to pipe. Flexible hoses using in the firefighting pipes. So very much it is applicable over there. It has a male threaded end used to mate with the female thread. The other end of the fitting has either a single or multiple barbed tube having tapered stuff with ridges, which is inserted into the flexible hoses to secure it. It can be made of plastic or brass. This is all about the bulb. Now brass bulb is used. You see the photographs. Brass bulb is used for hot water application, while plastic bulb is used for cold water. The bulb can be either elbow shaped or straight. Nipple. In plumbing and piping, a nipple is a fitting consisting of a short piece of pipe, usually provided with a male pipe thread at each end for connecting two other fittings. So nipple is a fitting which fits the two short pipes, usually provided with a male pipe thread at each end for connecting the two fittings. So male pipe thread, in between two male pipe thread, you can see the nipple is there for connecting these two threads. These are all about the fittings. I think I have covered regarding the plumbing part. So today this lecture is the last lecture of this plumbing part. So in conclusion, again I am saying the importance of the plumbing in the building, because the module 7 basically covers the plumbing in the building. We have seen the concept of the plumbing. Then we have seen the high-rise plumbing, also high-rise building plumbing. What are the suitable pipe cross section we can use for the different study of the building, that we have also seen. We have shown different types of fittings that you have seen. Fitting means the first in third lecture you have seen the valves, various types of valves, and now I have covered the all types of pipes, whatever the possible, like the plumb, like the bench, reducer, male thread, female thread, nipple, then the elbow, then the, I mean to say, the all the fittings related with the either the direction of the flow, or there is, if there is any cross section change of the pipe in between the flow, then the connection has to be made with the fittings. Then connection of the male thread, the nipple we have also seen. We have different types of pipes we have also seen. So then in conclusion of this lecture, I must again going to say the importance of the plumbing in day-to-day life in your environmental engineering is very, very important. In conclusion part, I just am touching the importance of the plumbing part. Why plumbing? So that you must know as a civil engineer. Now, plumbing is the system of pipes, drains, fittings, valves, valve assemblies, and devices installed in a building for the distribution of water for drinking, heating, and washing, and the removal of waterborne waste, and the skilled trade of working with pipes, tubing, and plumbing fixtures in such system. That means the plumbing is essential for drinking water line, that is the water distribution line, which I have discussed earlier also, and for sewage drain out, like you can talk about the excreta, that is the soil pipe you have seen, and the sewage from the toilet, from the bathroom, kitchen, floors, that sewage, that is the sewage pipe also we have discussed. That is under the removal of the waterborne waste. That is one part. Then another part is drinking water. Even the firefighting also. Firefighting also, the riser pipeline we are using. So there also hose pipe we are using for firefighting also. The plumbing part is very, very important. So this is the thing which uh, creates a very much significance in this civil engineering construction activity. Without the plumbing, the construction is incomplete, because ultimately it is helping for drinking water supply as well as for removing the water from waste, and simultaneously for emergency condition that firefighting also. These pipelines, this plumbing part is very very important. It is not limited with the pipes but also the drains, fittings, various fittings we have discussed, the valve assemblies, and the other devices. Now, plumbing is often denotes the supply and waste system. Supply means the water supply line, and the waste system means the disk is excreta, the solid waste, the sewage water from the bathroom, kitchen, toilet, floor wash, etc., of an individual building, distinguishing it from the water supply and sewerage system that serve a group of buildings. Then you have seen the different types of piping, plumbing system, the single pipe, then the two pipes, then the one pipe, two pipes, single pipe, and the separate ventilation system that you have seen, where it will be applicable, which type of plumbing is applicable, where that you have seen. We have seen the uh, uh, profile, the schematic diagram of in the building, uh, how the pipeline is being uh, fitted throughout the elevation of the building, and how the pipes are being connected to the sanitary fittings, and how the vent pipe is being provided along with the main soil water pipe, main soil pipe, or the main, I mean to say the uh, main sewage pipe or main soil pipe, or it is a combined pipe, how the vent is being connected, vent pipe is being connected, what is the role of vent pipe, that we have also seen. So this is completely a very important branch of civil engineering, where the civil engineers are must be acquainted with this specialized subject, that plumbing of your environmental engineering, which you have to construct for completing your building, for getting the clearance of your building, because the completion certificate of the building cannot be obtained unless and until you are getting the clearance for the municipal corporation, that is the public health department, when unless and until the your sewerage is connected to the road sewerage, you will not get the clearance of the completion certificate of the building from the municipal corporation of the authority. So this is very very important. This is very very, again, the reservoir also. Although I have in earlier in other modules, I have already taught you the reservoir portion. Then the reservoir, we can talk for the underground reservoir, from where the water is distributed to a overground reservoir. That is also part of the plumbing, because this is also discussed the reservoir problem, capacity reservoir also in different modules. But again, I am bringing that question which have been discussed in earlier module also. The same thing can be considered in this plumbing system, since I have already discussed the reservoir part. That's why in the plumbing portion, I have not separately it is discussed as it was discussed earlier. But definitely to get the approval of the drawing of the building, first to approval of the construction of the building, you need to approve the drawing plan of your building, and there the underground reservoir has to be shown, because the underground reservoir of the building, if it is not shown, you can't get the approval from the municipal building corporation. This is very very important, because the reservoir capacity needs to be checked. How much water, liter water capacity you have made the provision for your drinking purpose, for your firefighting purpose. So this is very much required. Again, the water tank also, the underground reservoir to water tank, the water go to the riser, and then water by pumping method, and there from the water reservoir the water is distributed by gravity flow to the system, to the different floor. This is the general concept of the plumbing, with pipes, pumps, fittings, etc. And for high-rise building also separately we have discussed which type of diameter pipe is used. And not only the sewer pipe as well as the soil pipe, other pipes, that is the rainwater pipe also we have discussed, which arrests the rainwater from the roof, from the open air, and that is also connected to the sewer pipe ultimately to convert the water in the road sewer. So, students, I will. This is the module 6. I am going to complete over here. So I will call it a day. The lecture notes related with the last lecture notes related with the plumbing, building, plumbing of your module 7 will be uploaded in the Google Classroom. You can have a glance to the Google Classroom, and we will be interacting in the live classroom for any queries, further queries from your part. So it will be one-to-one discussion. Any type of queries related with the, so far I have covered in full lecture classes the plumbing of the building plot, that will be discussed. We will be giving the assignment MCQ question also for preparing your exam preparation, for preparing you ready for the exam, to make you ready for the exam preparation. So this is the thing. So thank you for having a patience. So I will call it a day. So thank you all. So have a nice day to all.